right now that we've got 82 more checks at 100%, and then the 83rd check is going to be cut by 23%. The problem is you don't know what you don't know.
So here's the thing. This isn't just talk. This is coming straight from the Social Security Trustees report. Right now, we're looking at about 82 more full payments. After that, if nothing changes, benefits could drop by around 23%. And honestly, some newer reports are saying it could happen sooner and hit even harder.
Wait, I'm a little confused here. I thought Social Security was basically running out of money. Are you saying it's not actually going away?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people think. But no, it's not just disappearing. What's really happening is a lot more subtle. Right now, most of the money, about 90%, is coming from people who are still working and paying into the system. The other 10%, that's coming from the trust fund. And here's where it gets serious. Every year, they're pulling about 9 to 10% out of that trust fund just to keep things running. So think about it like this for a second. If you were taking 10% out of your own savings every year, how long would that last? Eventually, it runs out.
It's not a bottomless pit.
So if I'm understanding this right, the system itself is still running, but the extra money that's been keeping everything stable, that's what's actually running out.
Exactly. And the frustrating part is they've known this for a long time. We're talking about 40 years of discussions, reports, and committees, and nothing really getting fixed.
They talk and they talk and they talk and they talk and they don't do a damn thing.
And while all that's been going on, things inside the system haven't exactly been getting better either. Offices that used to have close to 100 employees are now down to around 60.
That sounds like a pretty big drop in staff. So what does that actually mean for someone trying to get help or file a claim?
Honestly, it affects everything. You've got people answering calls, handling cases, making decisions, doing work they weren't really trained for. And when that happens, mistakes start to show up.
They're putting people on the phones that really shouldn't be on the phones.
So instead of walking people through the process, they're pushing more and more of it online. Applications, disability, retirement, survivor benefits, all of it.
So if they're pushing everyone to do this online now, how is the average person supposed to know they're even filling things out correctly?
That's the problem. Most people don't. You can go through the whole process yourself, fill everything out, think you did it right, and still miss something important. Sometimes it's something small, like not knowing about protective filing, or filing for one benefit when you should have filed for two at the same time.
The problem is you don't know what you don't know.
And that's how people lose money. Because once something is off, it doesn't just fix itself. You either get paid less than you should, or you get paid more than you should.
And what happens if they pay you the wrong amount? Like, if they overpay you, do they just let that go? Or do they come back later?
They come back for it, sometimes months later, sometimes even longer. And by then, most people have already spent that money.
There's going to be a lot of people that get underpaid, overpaid, and have to pay it back later.
There are people dealing with that right now. Missing checks they should have started 2 months ago. Others getting back pay in unusual ways, even through paper checks.
Then why is everyone online talking about people getting double payments next month? Is any of that actually real?
Most of that is just confusion. Sometimes payments get moved earlier because of weekends or holidays. So it looks like you got 2 checks in 1 month, but you didn't. There's no extra money there.
It's all pretty much BS.
And for April, there's nothing special going on. No extra payments, no surprises. Everything is normal.
And what about Medicare? I've been hearing people mention some kind of deadline. What happens if someone misses that?
Yeah, and that's coming up fast. You've got about 1 day left. If you make changes before the end of the month, your new plan starts April 1st. If you miss it, you could end up stuck with a plan that doesn't really fit your situation.
So at the end of the day, what's actually the bigger risk here? The 23% cut everyone's talking about, or the fact that people might be making mistakes right now and not even realize it until it's too late?
Honestly, it's the mistakes, because right now, it kind of feels like the system is quietly shifting everything onto you. Like you don't really need help anymore. You just go online and figure it out yourself. But the reality is, and this system isn't simple. It's not just about qualifying. It's about doing it the right way, at the right time, and understanding things most people were never taught. And with fewer staff, more automation, and 40 years of nothing really getting fixed, that's exactly where people lose the most.